So I heard a quote the other day that I completely disagree with. And I've heard this quote before, and for whatever reason, it never stood out to me. I didn't have one response or another when I heard this idea, when I heard this quote. But the other day when I heard it, I just thought like, wow, I just completely disagree with that today. And the quote was, "The windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror because that's where we should be focusing." Now, the idea is that like we should always be looking forward, and the future is somehow more important than the past. And I think that that's not true. I think they're both equally as important. The future is important because that's where I'm going to spend the rest of my life, and that's where I want to create the future that I'm envisioning for myself. But the reason why the past is, I think, equally as important and often neglected because we want to let go of the past is because the past is where I see evidence of my ability to create a preferred future. And here's what, like, even if your past has difficult things in it, like my past has super difficult things in it, like childhood trauma, abuse, loss, like the past is where I demonstrated I can get through hard things and still create a positive future. And it's important that we learn how to look in the past, not learn not to look in the past. So it's important that, like, when I think about the mistakes that I've made in my life, and I think about the traumas and difficulties and struggles I've been through, it's important that I learn how to look at them from the perspective of the hero that got through those traumas, from the learned person who picked up a lesson from making mistakes, how I gained wisdom from going through certain trials. The problem isn't that we shouldn't look backwards. The problem is we often don't know how to. So think about those things that you've done in your life and think, what is it that makes you proud? Like, it's really easy for me to say, oh, I'm super proud of the degrees I've achieved or the books that I've written or whatever. But the simple truth is, what I'm most proud of is that I got through significant domestic violence in my home, and I did not become someone who perpetrated domestic violence. Like, that's what I'm most proud of. But I had to learn how to look into my past and find the hero through the difficult story. So I think when people say, like, don't look backwards, I would say, man, look backwards, just learn how to do it, and learn how to do it by focusing on the evidence that you are the strong, remarkable, amazing person who's capable of creating a brand new future. And everyone has evidence in their past. Even like, that evidence might be, woo, look at this great accomplishment I had. Or it might be, yay, look at this strong thing that I got through. Or it might be, I was in the dumps, in the gutter, in the lowest of the low, and I got through it. But all of you have a hero. You just have to learn how to look backwards and find it. And trust me, that matters, and that's equally as valuable as learning how to look forward.